Here's my attempt to explain and show, hopefully, how song return to having issues. I still have like this a lot. People doing music stuff and they'll play my song or they'll like say, "Hey, about this," and I'm like, "Yeah." Like it's just a long loop and it goes throughout the whole song. Not that that's a bad thing, but uh, you want to add some variety, and if it doesn't have variety, it kind of gets monotonous. In some cases, that's a good thing. Like there's some really cool, like hers does a good job of like looping their drum beats, making the drum beats just only interesting enough to be like, uh, they change all the songs around their beats usually, and so like I think that's really cool, the way they do it. But with some exception, but generally speaking, you want to add some variety and yeah, so you want to add variety and variations. This is the loop that I started off with that I made. I found this beat on Splice, but I found it there, and I was like just kind of like riffing piano on top. Added some this is my return track for reverb. Just add some of that on it. Then I use the Prophet here to I don't know, add some textured sounds and like I don't know, maybe change the song a bit. I also cut up the beat a bit here, and I took out parts of the beat, and you can hear it. Like I put stuff to the left channel, added a bit of more snare into the beat, and I'll probably end up like in this next section. I'll probably end up addressing the beat a bit more. And here I pitch shifted it up. They're like here on the synth sound post recording because I want to give like more of a glitchy sound. So far that's what we have, and it's very much a 2-chord, maybe 3-chord progression. Out technical, I guess it is a 3-chord progression, but it's mostly just it's more or less 2 chords with a sus chord thrown in there to add variation. And yeah, so let's make this into something else. And there's a few ways you can do this. You can add a whole new section with new instruments. I mean, you can do that. Generally, sorry, I'm tired. There's a way you could do this. You can either add a whole new section with similar instruments or probably similar instruments, or you can add like different instruments playing the same beat, or playing the same notes, and that'll change the song, or mostly the same notes and the same chord progression. Generally, what I do is I'll use the same instruments and I'll change the chord progression. Most of the time, it's what I do. Sometimes I will add like a different instrument in, but I try to keep everything as simple as possible because the way my brain works is that once I end up in the end of a song and like I have all this stuff going on, it drives me crazy. And then I end up having too much, and then my brain just goes like nuts and deal with all this extra shit. You know what I mean? So generally, what I try to do is try to keep the same instruments, or what I'll do is or like I said, I'll do the same chord progression but with different instruments so it doesn't get too jarring when it goes back and forth. But I do like that feel though. I like hard transitions. I don't like to when I transition, I don't like to have like very many like even like when I do classical or metal stuff, I don't like that. I like it to be a little bit I mean I do it sometimes, but most of the time it's just like very hard transition into the next part of the song because if it's good enough me like the progression is good, then I'm gonna like it regardless. You know what I mean? Anyway, enough rambling. Let's work on that real quick, and I'll probably speed this up so you guys don't have to sit here. Okay, so here's what I did. Okay, so here's what I did when I did this. We have the beginning of the song, just the whole. The drum beat didn't really change too much. I could spend a long time on fixing this beat and making it like fit each verse a bit better, but this is just mainly for. I think anybody could do that. Like, I think that's a separate, a separate thing, or its own thing. I guess I should say it's its own little. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say. It's probably its own video on how to like adjust drums and stuff. This is mostly for like chord progression and stuff. So I always try to tie in my music with like, I don't know, beginning and end. This is by no means done, but it's got a better progression of it. So here it comes the before bridge part. I slowed it down even more because the beat's so chill. So I made this next section even like more mellow. Then I just duped it a couple times, and then I put this part, this kind of spacey sound back in here to tie the two pieces together. Generally speaking, this would be like further along in the end, but and then I added this other section here, and I could probably add a couple more instruments, but then want them all to fit in together at the end. But never mind these drums here. What are these? I copy pasted them wrong. But yeah, that can go on for a while. But yeah, I hope that gives you guys some at least something to work with. So essentially you can either, make a new instrument, write a new part for a new instrument, or you can use an old instrument, write a new part for that, or do what I did. Use the old instrument, this piano here, and then write a new part for it, and then add a new part on a new instrument, while keeping the same tone and feel by keeping like some things the same, and then like changing other things. This is very. I guess a lot of it comes down to practice and feel, and if you don't feel it, then you should probably try something else. I guess that's the easiest way to put it too. Is if you're not feeling something, do something different. But yeah, I hope this was helpful. Hope this made sense. Hopefully somebody out there gets it. I'm really bad at explaining shit, but I'm sure that at least one person out there could probably use this. Oh, semi-useful. Thanks, dude. I'm gonna like video and subscribe to your Patreon. I'm like, speaking of, description below, along with Twitch, and I stream there 4 days out of the week. But yeah, I'll catch you. I'll